ഹായ് ഫൈനാൻസ് ആൻഡ് അക്കൗണ്ടിംഗ് മേഖലയിലെ പ്രസ്റ്റീജിയസ് ക്വാളിഫിക്കേഷൻ 80,000 മെമ്പേഴ്സിൽ ഒരാൾ, ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ 50 റാങ്ക് ഹോൾഡേഴ്സിൽ ഒരാൾ. ഈ വിശേഷണങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആരെ പറ്റിയാണെന്ന് അറിയണ്ടേ? CMA ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ റാങ്ക് ഹോൾഡറായ CMA നിയതി ആർ ഷായാണ് നമ്മളോട് ഇന്ന് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ഹായ് നിയതി.
Hi Neenu.
ഓക്കെ, നിയതിയുടെ നാട് എവിടെയാണ്?
I'm basically born and brought up in Kerala only, but my native place is Gujarat. But my ancestors and all have settled in Kerala since long back. So when we go to Gujarat very occasionally only.
സോ നിയതി ഒരു CMA ഇന്ത്യ ക്വാളിഫൈഡ് ആണല്ലോ. ഓക്കെ, എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ CMA ഇന്ത്യയിലേക്ക് എത്തിയത്? ആ ഒരു ജേണി എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു?
Okay, that is very interesting question because when I took commerce for my plus 2, like plus 1, plus 2, I had taken commerce. So that time I was thinking which course should I take up. The commonly known course at that time was CA, and then after graduation you can do MBA. So these were the commonly found courses at that time. So I didn't want to do anything which is very common, like which everyone are doing. I wanted to do something different. So that is when my relatives suggested that why don't you take up CMA India. It is also gaining importance nowadays, and it's a good option. So I checked for the course and I found that CMA India is like almost the syllabus is same to CA, and at the same time the training period is only 6 months. So I can clear that course much faster compared to CA. So that was one of the reason why I took CMA India.
Okay, many of the students may have the same confusion, like whether CMA India has that much importance when compared to the CA. So did that affected you?
At the time when I selected this course, I didn't know that there is this kind of disparity or like more preference is given to CA. I was not aware of that. Like many people also ask me like, why you taking CMA India? You do CA because that is more good qualification, like more popular, having more preference. So I was like, no, it's fine. I want to do this. I stick to my decision that time. And later on, like after I finished my studies and when I was searching for the job, that time I understood that employers prefer CA. So there are two main reasons why employers prefer CA. So one reason I can tell is that one is the duration of articleship. So in CA there is 3 years of articleship compared to CMA India. It's only 6 months. So obviously that candidate has gained more experience, but compared to CMA. And another reason is that the syllabus, the coverage of the syllabus or the areas getting covered in CA is more elaborate when compared to CMA. Like CA covers the subjects like financial accounting, then financial reporting, taxation, and auditing, company law. All these subjects are covered very elaborate when you compare it with CMA India. Like CMA India also covers these subjects, but it is not very elaborate. It gives importance to other subjects like costing, cost audit, cost management, and strategic management. So there is a variation, like only 60 to 70% is similar, but there is a little bit of difference. So these are two reasons why employers prefer CA when compared to CMA.
So are you satisfied with the CMA position, or ഈ ഒരു കോഴ്സ് എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് റിഗ്രറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും CA എടുത്താൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു എന്ന് തോന്നാറുണ്ടോ?
റിഗ്രറ്റ് അങ്ങനെ തോന്നിയിട്ടില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഇനീഷ്യൽ സ്റ്റേജസിൽ ആഫ്റ്റർ ഐ പാസ്ഡ് CMA India and when I was searching for the job, so that time people used to say like getting a job for CA is little bit more easier. അവർക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് ജോലി കിട്ടും. ആൻഡ് പക്ഷേ CMA India കുറച്ച് സ്ട്രഗിൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരും. ബട്ട് ലക്കിലി ഫോർ മീ ഒരു വാക്ക്-ഇൻ ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു കൊച്ചിയിൽ. സോ ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ആസ്റ്റർ DM ഹെൽത്ത് കെയർ വാക്ക്-ഇൻ ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ. സോ ലക്കിലി അവിടെ നിന്ന് എനിക്ക് പ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ് കിട്ടി. ആൻഡ് ഈവൻ പാക്കേജ് വൈസ് ദർ വാസ് little disparity at that time when compared to CA. So that was their initial stages, but later on it is completely based on your performance. So once you prove yourself to the company, like you have the interest to learn new things and excel, and then your career development or your growth is completely based on your performance. So then the qualification like CA, CMA, afterwards it does not matter. Afterwards it's only your performance that matters the most. So right now I think like if I compare to my other colleagues who are CA or other qualifications, I think I'm equally placed with them. Like there is not much disparity now. There's not much disparity in terms of work or in terms of salary package. That disparity is not there. At least for me, I've not noticed anything now. In the initial stages it is there, but I think it is partially on us also. We have to work and prove ourselves. So obviously we will be able to beat our other qualified friends also. It's not like we will regret or there is any disparity or we won't get that recognition. അങ്ങനെ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല. ഇത് വർക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ മതി, പെർഫോമൻസ് ചെയ്ത് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്താൽ we will get there.
Okay, so you have started your CMA journey after plus 2, right?
Yes.
So can you explain those stages for the viewers?
Okay. So soon after my plus 2, when my relatives suggested to take CMA India, I had decided that I'll go for the course, and I directly approached the Kochi chapter, which is in Judges Avenue Road. It was at that time it was in Judges Avenue Road, Lissi Junction. So I directly approached the chapter, and they told me that there are 2 ways you can start the course. One is like directly after your plus 2, you can give a entrance exam. It was called a foundation. So it had 4 papers. So either you can enter the course through foundation exam, or otherwise you have to complete your graduation, and after that you can enter directly into the intermediate and finals. So I was like, as I told initially also, that I wanted to complete the course as quick as possible. So this was best option for me, and I directly joined the course through foundation. So foundation basically has 4 papers, and the coaching I had joined through postal coaching. So it was like only 2 hours classes will be there daily at the chapter, and after 6 months will be the exam. So soon after my board exam results came, I joined for the coaching classes, and after that after 6 months time I gave the foundation exam. So thankfully I cleared the foundation exam, and the next stage was intermediate. So intermediate had 8 papers, like it's divided into group 1 and group 2, having 4 papers each. So at that time I didn't know like where to approach, like what are the different options available in Kochi. I was not aware of that. So that's when some of my friends suggested, like in Logic also they have started CMA India coaching, why don't you try that? So luckily when I heard of that, I contacted Logic, and they told like, yeah, some crash courses are going on, if you want you try that and then you can join for intermediate. So I was like, okay fine. I had joined for direct tax crash course, and it was really nice. It was really helpful. Like the faculty used to give very elaborate notes, and you don't have to refer the study material also. Like if you refer the notes itself, it used to be adequate enough. So I was like, yeah, this is working fine. I think I should join for the intermediate coaching here. So I joined for the intermediate coaching for this coaching full-time classes, and it used to be like Monday to Friday classes used to be there, and I found it really very nice. Like the notes were really good, faculty were really good, and they used to be very supportive, and whatever doubts we have, we could call them, we could contact them anytime, and it used to be a really supportive, like classes were really good. To be honest, I found it really useful, and soon after I finished my coaching and I gave my inter exams. I gave both groups together, group 1 and 2 together, and luckily I cleared that also. And the next stage was the training. Like there is a 6 months training involved. So for that also, through Logic itself, there was one faculty who was having his own practice was there, and I had approached him, and he was like, fine, you can join our firm, and it's in Kochi itself. So I was lucky enough to get into a practicing firm at that time in Kochi itself. And after completing the 6 months training period over there, I started studies for my final. So at that time, there was no coaching for final in Kochi. I had searched, but it was not there. I think even in Logic, it had not started at that time. So my only option was self-study, and I took a few online classes. So with that, I cleared my final. So these are the stages for clearing the CMA India.
Okay, CMA India is a little bit tough course, right? And you have gone through this foundation and final. So when comparing those three portions, which is more tough or more easy, which we can recover all this?
Okay, so frankly speaking, foundation was easy. Like the subjects of foundation is more or less covered in the +1, +2 studies itself. But in inter and final, I will tell you, both are tough. You can't assume, or you can't say that inter is easier than final or final is easier than inter. We cannot say that. Both are equally tough because both has 8 papers each, and both requires equal amount of dedication and hard work. But at the same time, it depends on the particular student. Like when they see the subjects, the portions which are covered in inter and final, they can decide for themselves, like which subject is more easier for me. So accordingly, they can prioritize their hours of study for easier subject. Like if they are taking up the easier subject, like suppose for me, I found costing and easier. So I used to dedicate more hours to those subjects, so in order to get an exemption. So my target was that if I get an exemption in that, in some other difficult subjects like tax, if I get minimum marks also, I can cover it up. My aggregate will tally. So that was my basic target or basic planning on how to study and how can we figure it out. So it's basically the subject and the student, the individual student has to decide like which subject is easier and which is tough. But anyway, both requires equal amount of hard work and dedication, and there is no fact or statement which I can give that this is easier and this is tough. Both are equally tough, and you have to work really hard to get through both. Only thing is that depending upon your interest and your level of interest in that subject, you can strategically plan how you want to study and how you want to appear for the exam. That planning can be done, but both are tough. You can't say it's easy.
Okay, and what you have planned move to a success, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so ഇപ്പോൾ കുട്ടികൾ എക്സാമിന് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സമയമൊക്കെയാണ്. സോ ഹൗ യു ഹാവ് പ്രിപ്പയർഡ്, ഓർ ക്യാൻ യു ഷെയർ യുവർ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ആൻഡ് ഹൗ ടു സ്റ്റഡി ആൻഡ് ഓൾ ടു ക്രാക്ക് ദ CMA examination?
Okay. How to study is something which I have learned on my own. So that is a very interesting thing which I would like to share with all the students and all those who are preparing for the upcoming exams. So first and foremost, once you join for the course, please visit the institute website. Whichever course you are joining, be it CA or CMA, please visit the institute website and go through all the details such as what is the eligibility, what is the timelines, that is when we have to register, when we have to register or take admission for the course, when we have to register for the exams, and when is the exam timetable or duration. All this has to be understood prior to even starting the studies. So you have to visit the institute website. That is really important, first step. And coming to the next step is the referring to the study materials, because referring to the study material is very much important. It will enable you to understand that what are the different subjects which you have to study, what are the different topics which are covered, how is the marks divided among the different topics. So that, you know, it helps the student to understand that where I have to give more focus, which topic is having more coverage of marks, which is having less, which I can, you know, study a little less, and which I have to give more importance. So all this idea a student can form only through referring the study materials. So as I said, first point is visiting the institute website, then second point is referring the study materials, and then third point is, you know, to decide how you want to study. Like you want to do self-study, you want to go to any coaching centers, or you want to start with any online classes. That has to be decided. Like student has to decide like how best he will be able to pursue this course. From my personal experience, I can say that at least for the inter, please go to a coaching class. Because coaching class will help you to understand how we have to study, like what is the expectation of the institute from us, that is what are the different types of questions it will be coming, and how we have to answer those questions. So all this idea we can get only from a coaching center, because the faculty in coaching centers are very experienced. They know in and out of what is expected from the institute, what are the expectations of the institute, what is expected from the student. They know all that. They are really experienced. So going to a coaching center is really helpful. And once you start studying, you start going to the coaching centers, normally the classes will be like, it will be different. Like you can either select the weekend classes, or you can select the weekday classes, like Monday to Friday classes, and depending on the schedule of your coaching classes, just ensure that over and above those hours, at least on a daily basis, you spend 2 hours doing revision. For example, I was attending Monday to Friday classes at Logic. So I used to ensure that at least 1 hour early in the morning and 1 hour before I go to sleep, I do the revision. I do the revision of that particular day's class, whatever I have attended, whatever I have learned, I do that revision on that day itself, or the next day morning itself, I do the revision. So that is the first revision. And the next revision comes is at the weekend. Like once the weekday classes are over, in the end of the week, at least you get 3-4 hours time, and you again revise it. And the third revision comes is just before the exams. So please ensure that at least you do minimum of 3 revision before you give the exam. And that is one thing. And once when your revision starts, like after your classes are over and you are on study leave, and when you are revising one last time before the finals, please visit the institute's resource center. Like in the institute's website itself, there is a folder, or there's an option where you have all the resources available. Like there are working papers are there, mock test papers are there, revision test papers, and even the supplementary, like if there are any changes in your syllabus, if there is any new amendments announced by the government, like especially in the areas of company law, taxation. So all that information you will get first hand from the institute website. So please make sure that you refer to those materials before the exam, because that is really helpful. From my personal experience, I can say that when I was studying, there was this option called compendium. We can say that it's like a set of questions arranged chapter wise in that material. So when you refer to that questions, it's like almost the important areas of that chapter is covered through those questions, and it is very useful for the exam. For me, it was really very useful. And nowadays it is not like a compendium, it's not coming like a different, that type of a book is not there, but at the same time there is some alternative option called workbooks. Workbooks is available. I'm talking about CMA India. Workbooks are available in the institute's website. So that is similar to this, and students can definitely refer to that, and it is very useful. You will feel that many questions come from those material itself in the exam. I have personally experienced that, and even when I speak to few of my colleagues, they also say that it is really useful. So that is one advice, that before going to the exam, you must refer to those material in the institute website. And yeah, just another one last very important thing is that give the mock test at least 1 or 2 times maximum before the exam, because that will help in time management. Because once you enter the examination hall, there is a timer is there, like within 2 hours, 3 hours, you have to finish that exam. You cannot go beyond that. So just to be prepared, and so that you don't panic in the exam hall, giving a mock test beforehand is very useful. At least you'll be prepared that, or at least you'll be confident that how much you are able to perform in the exam, like as if it is a real exam, how well you can perform in the mock test. So that is also important. Like please ensure that at least 1 or 2 times you do the mock test before going for the exam.
Yes, that was a very wonderful advice for our students. Anyways, ഇപ്പോൾ നിയതിയുടെ കളീഗ്സ് ആവട്ടെ ഓർ ഇൻ്റേണിൽ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തപ്പോഴാവട്ടെ ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞവരുണ്ടാവാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിഗ്രിക്ക് ശേഷം വന്നവരുണ്ടാവാം. സോ എവിടെയാണ് ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ടൈം സേവിങ്ങും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഫൗണ്ടേഷനിലൂടെ കടന്നു വരുമ്പോഴാണോ ഓർ ആഫ്റ്റർ ഡിഗ്രി, വിച്ച് വൺ വിൽ ബി മോർ ബെറ്റർ according to your experience?
Okay, so I personally started this course with foundation. Yes. So
is there any graduation for you?
Yeah, so I understood at that time like graduation is also important, because if in future if you want to do any post graduation or something, there is always a requirement that a student has to be a graduate. Then only they can appear or apply for that post graduation course. So because of that, I knew that I will have to do graduation, but at the same time I didn't want to go to college, because college life is like you almost have to dedicate 3 years of time, daily classes, and then separate college exams. So then that will lead to a compromise when you are appearing for such professional courses and coaching where it is very tough. So that concentration will be compromised if we go for both college and this professional courses also. So the best option available for me at that time was the Indira Gandhi Open University. So I came to know that there is a MOU between our institute, that is CMA Institute, and Indira Gandhi Open University, that you have to clear intermediate 8 papers and 4 papers of BCom of Indira Gandhi Open University. So once you clear this 8 plus 4, 12 papers, they will be awarding you the graduation certificate. And you don't have to go to any coaching classes or colleges, or you don't have to attend anything. It is completely distance learning. You will get the study material posted to your home address, and you just have to refer them and go for the exam. There also it's only 4 exams are there, and yeah, there is one requirement of assignments at that time, which you have to prepare, like based on the study material you have to complete those assignments and you have to send it to the study center. So only that minimum requirement is there. I think in 6 months time I could finish my graduation also. Like once I cleared my inter only I joined for this, because as I told you, it's both is required, like inter also you have to clear, and this IGNOU 4 papers also you have to clear. So once I cleared intermediate only I joined for this course, and luckily I cleared that also. So my graduation was also completed.
നീതി ഒരു റാങ്ക് ഹോൾഡർ ആണല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഇത് നേരത്തെ എക്സ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്തിരുന്നോ എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും റാങ്ക് കിട്ടുമെന്ന്?
റാങ്ക് കിട്ടും എന്ന് ഞാൻ ഒരിക്കലും എക്സ്പെക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല, ബിക്കോസ് ഈ എക്സാം എഴുതുന്ന മുമ്പ് ഞാൻ 2 പ്രാവശ്യം ഫെയിൽ ആയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ബിക്കോസ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് 1 I gave exam 2 times and I didn't clear, and this time I was giving group 1 and group 2 together. So I was really tensed, എക്സാം എഴുതാൻ പോകാൻ വേണ്ടിയും എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര പേടിയായിരുന്നു. ബിക്കോസ് ഫസ്റ്റ് 4 എക്സാംസ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് 5ാമത്തെ എക്സാം തുടങ്ങുന്ന സമയത്ത് എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ടെൻഷനായിരുന്നു. I was like, I don't want to go and write the exam. I was really tensed. And thanks to my mother, she actually pushed me, she encouraged me like, no, it's okay. If you don't clear also, it's fine. You go and write the exam. She believed in me, and I think that is what has given me a rank. I think just because she pushed me that day, she was like, exam എഴുതിയേ പറ്റൂ, മിസ്സാക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല, എഴുതണം, പോണം, പാസ്സായില്ലെങ്കിലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, but you have to go and write the exam. So her confidence in me made me go and write the exam, and that is when I got the rank. And also exam pass I കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് I didn't know that there was this concept of rank also. I was like, okay, I cleared the exam. But then some of my seniors told me that, okay, you have cleared the exam after writing 2 groups at the same time together, then obviously you would have got a rank. You please check that. So I was like, okay, I don't think so. I was not that sure. But I checked the institute website, and yes, I had got rank. It was 46th rank. And it was totally unexpected, a very surprising and very proud moment for me. I mean, it was really a proud moment.
അമ്മയ്ക്കും ഒത്തിരി സന്തോഷമായി.
Oh, she was on cloud 9. She was really happy, and I can't tell or express how happy and proud we were at that time.
ശരിക്കും നിയതിനെ ഓരോ കുട്ടിയും പ്രൊഫഷണൽ കോഴ്സ് പഠിക്കുന്ന ഓരോ കുട്ടിയും എക്സാമ്പിളാക്കി എടുക്കേണ്ടത്. കാരണം ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷണൽ കോഴ്സ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ കൂടുതൽ കുട്ടികളും ഇപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം തന്നെ പാസ്സാവണം എന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ ഡെസ്പായി പോകുന്ന ഒത്തിരി ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടാവും. സോ ഇവിടെ അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ നിങ്ങൾ നീതിനെ ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിളാക്കി എടുക്കാമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് പറയാനായിട്ടുള്ളൂ. കാരണം 2 പ്രാവശ്യം ഫെയിലായിട്ടും ആള് വീണ്ടും എഴുതി റാങ്ക് ഹോൾഡറായി. സോ എല്ലാവർക്കും ശ്രമിച്ചാൽ ഇപ്പറഞ്ഞ രീതിയിലാവാൻ പറ്റും. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ നേരത്തെ സംസാരിച്ച പോലെ CMA ഇൻ്റർ കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം നമുക്ക് ആർട്ടിക്കിൾഷിപ്പ് ഉണ്ടാകും, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ ട്രെയിനിങ് ഉണ്ടാകും. സോ നിയതി ഏതാ ചൂസ് ചെയ്തത്? ആർട്ടിക്കിൾഷിപ്പാണോ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ ട്രെയിനിങ് ആയിരുന്നോ?
Because I learnt in logic, I had contacts with the faculty, and there was the one faculty who was having his own practicing firm was there. So luckily after inter when I approached him, he's like, no, it's fine, why don't you join me? And that is how I went and joined a practicing cost accountant firm. And later on, when I speak with my colleagues and my other friends, I came to know that like they had actually selected industrial training. Few of them had selected industrial training. So just casually when we talked, that's when I understood that compared to industrial training, working in a practicing cost accountant firm is much better, because the level of exposure is more when you compare with industrial training. Like for example, if you go to an industrial training, the job description will be very limited. The scope of work will be very limited and very routine. You will be almost doing the same work for the next 6 months. But when we compare it with a practicing cost accountant firm, there will be different types of assignments. Like different types of clients will be there, and different types of assignments will be there. Like there will be cost audits, there will be internal audits, there will be consultancy assignments. So there are lot of variety, lot of variation is there when you compare working in a cost, that is working in a practicing cost accountant firm with industrial training. So exposure is more, and I want to highlight here that a CMA qualified person is not going to do only costing or cost audit. It is not only that. There is a lot of other areas where we can work. There are a lot of other avenues where we can get a job or we can do a practicing. So it is not limited to only costing or cost audits. There are variety of other areas also. So in order to understand like what are the different areas, and in order to understand that where we have that interest, it is always best to go to a practicing cost accountant firm rather than going for industrial training. So that is the step, or that is the opportunity where we understand that what we want to do in the future. So I think like I should advise all the students that please, if you're getting the opportunity to practice, if you are getting an opportunity to work in a practicing cost accountant firm, then please take that up and keep the industrial training as your second option.
So now you're working at?
I'm working at Aster DM Healthcare.
Okay, working at the same field which you have studied.
Yes, I'm working in the internal audit department in Aster.
പഠിച്ച കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ തന്നെയാണ് എപ്പോഴും ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത് വർക്കിൻ്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ?
അതെ, actually I can say that it's a combination of everything I have studied, because when we study CMA there are a variety of subjects. There is accounting, there is taxation, company law, all these aspects are covered in our studies, and internal audit is the only field I think it covers all these areas, because when we are into internal audit we have to check all these areas in the company, starting from the accounting to the taxation aspects to the application of law. All these has to be checked and verified and reviewed in the internal audit. So I am able to practice whatever I have studied. So that is a very good advantage of the internal audit field, that we can practice actually what everything which we have studied. So I can say that yes, I am working what I have studied. Yes.
വേറൊരു കാര്യം ഞാൻ കേട്ടത്, ഇപ്പം CAA ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? എന്താണ് ഇപ്പം ഓൾറെഡി ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ക്വാളിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഉള്ള ആളാണ്, എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഈ ഒരു CAA ചൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ കാരണം? CMA ഇന്ത്യയിൽ മാത്രം ചാൻസ് ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ടാണോ? എന്തായിരുന്നു അത് CAAക്ക് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ കാരണം?
Okay. There are two reasons for selecting CIA. The first and primary reason is that, as I told you, from the starting of my career, I was into internal audit, and now it's almost 3.5 years since I'm in the same field. So I was thinking that in order to enhance my knowledge and grow further in my career, taking a specialization in internal audit will be really useful. So when I checked, I found that this was the only course available which is internationally recognized also. And even my manager at Aster, he was really keen that Niyati, you should do something additional. This will add to your resume, this will add to your career also. It will be really useful. So it was his encouragement that resulted me in taking up this course. And another one reason which I can tell is that it is internationally recognized. So in the future, if at any time if I happen to go abroad, this will be useful for me. So these are the two reasons why I thought I should take CIA as my next studies.
നിയതി ശരിക്കും +2 കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ക്വാളിഫിക്കേഷൻ എടുത്ത ആളാണ്. ഇത് ഒരു നഷ്ടമായിട്ട് തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ടോ? അതായത് കോളേജ് ലൈഫ് മിസ്സായതായിട്ട് തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ടോ എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും?
ഇനീഷ്യലി കോഴ്സ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ, ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ എനിക്കതൊരു ചെറിയൊരു ഫീലിംഗ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ദാറ്റ് എല്ലാം ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് കോളേജിൽ പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്, എല്ലാവരും ബാംഗ്ലൂർ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചെന്നൈ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ഒരു കോളേജ് ലൈഫ് എൻജോയ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇനീഷ്യലി ആ ഒരു ഫീലിംഗ് എനിക്ക് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ ഇന്ററിൽ വൺസ് ഐ ജോയിൻ ലോജിക്, ആ ഒരു ഫീലിംഗ് പോയി, കംപ്ലീറ്റ്ലി വാനിഷ്ഡ്. ബിക്കോസ് ലോജിക് ഇസ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് ഓൺലി എ കോച്ചിങ് സെൻറ്റർ. It has its own college life, like കുറേ വെറൈറ്റി ഓഫ് പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് ഉണ്ട് apart from teaching. Like there is one session which is conducted through Sri Ravi Shankar. There is one session, I think it was 4 to 5 days session at that time, and it was really good. I mean, we all enjoyed a lot during that session, and ഒരു എക്സാം ടെൻഷൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പഠിക്കുന്നൊരു ടെൻഷൻ അതൊക്കെ അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഒഴിവാക്കി കിട്ടി വിത്ത് ദാറ്റ് സെഷൻ. ഇറ്റ് വാസ് റിയലി ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ. യു ക്യാൻ കോൾ ഇറ്റ് ലൈക്ക് എ സ്ട്രെസ് ബസ്റ്റർ. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു സെഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു അത്. ആൻഡ് അപ്പാർട്ട് ഫ്രം ദാറ്റ് ദർ വെർ മെനി സെലിബ്രേഷൻ കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ, ലൈക്ക് ഓണം സെലിബ്രേഷൻ വാസ് ദർ. ദർ വെർ മെനി കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻസ് വെർ ദർ, ആൻഡ് വി യൂസ് ടു ടേക്ക് പാർട്ട് ഇൻ ഓൾ ദോസ് കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ. And it was great. It was like almost like a college life itself within a coaching center, I can say. It was not only about teaching or not only about studies, it had its own life of enjoyment. So after that I didn't miss college life. I was really happy.
ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഈ പറയുന്ന പ്രോഗ്രാംസ് വാല്യൂ ആഡഡ് സെഷൻസും കാര്യങ്ങളും എല്ലാം നീതിയുടെ ആ ഒരു ജോബിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ടാണെങ്കിലും ഒത്തിരി ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട് അല്ലേ?
അതെ.
സോ എന്തായാലും ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ ഹയർ സ്റ്റഡീസ് CIA ആണ്, അപ്പോൾ അതും നന്നായിട്ട് പഠിച്ച് അതിലും റാങ്ക് ഹോൾഡർ ആവട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഇത്രയും നല്ല രീതിയിൽ നമ്മുടെ കുട്ടികൾക്കും ഇന്നിപ്പം CMA കയറാൻ പോകുന്നവർക്കാണെങ്കിലും നല്ല രീതിയിലെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞു തന്നതിന് താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും ഉയരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു നിയതി.
താങ്ക് യു നീനു, എനിക്ക് ഈ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിൽ ഇൻവൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി. ആൻഡ് ബിഗ് താങ്ക് യു ടു സന്തോഷ് സർ ഓൾസോ ദാറ്റ് എന്നെ 7 years കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടും എന്നെ റിമെമ്പർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് ഇൻവൈറ്റ് ചെയ്തു, വിളിച്ചു ഒരു എൻ്റെ ഐഡിയാസും എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി. ആൻഡ് ഓൾ ദി ബെസ്റ്റ് ടു ദി അപ്കമിങ് CMA സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് and all the very best that they clear the exam with flying colors. Thank you.
Logic School of Management.